In 2019, we have a lot of things really competitive. Kingdom Hearts 2 speedrunners playing like this.
Possible by pressing square while you're in that form, you can go straight into it. Enjoy how quick menus are.
Yep. Now we're Sora, so we immediately steal all of our party members' items.
Cool menu.
We can use them a lot better.
We even have Mario Kart 8 speedrunners and racers, and everything is competitive in 2019 at this point. But the biggest question for today is, will Jump Force be competitive and will it have a scene? That being said, it's your boy Avataryaya, back like I never left. Get it ready, get your popcorn, your chicken, your pizza, whatever you may need, and get ready for the video. LGI, let's get it, let's go.
Whipping all this double bitty chopper. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't get you real address. I can't trust you, I can't get you real address.
What's good, everybody? It's Avataryaya, and today I'll be talking about Jump Force. Will it be competitive? Will it have a scene? What will happen with Jump Force when it comes out? Now, literally, I could tell you off rip that on this channel, I was like, I need to talk about this. Plus, I've always seen it in streams, comments, and forums and places like Reddit. Should or Jump Force be qualified as a competitive video game? Now, I got a few reasons, and I'm gonna keep it a stack. No, Jump Force is gonna have a lot of reasons why it cannot be competitive, and hear me out, sit back, and let's get into it. Number one, CACs, aka created characters. Now, Papa Berto made a video talking about why created characters could potentially be a heavy problem with the online scene for Jump Force, and literally how they could be really balanced. This has happened in the past with games such as Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and other custom character games like Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Strikers. Keep it a stack. Yeah, it's been a problem. It's been kind of a little bit unbalancing, and sometimes at the beginning of those games, they were really broken. Everybody at the beginning of Shinobi Strikers had a fireball jutsu, and everybody that played Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 before they patched it almost used Justice combination from Videl, and those moves were really hard and busted to counter, to predict, and get away from. Those moves are really strong. Jump Force will most likely have the same issue, and here's why. We already have a confirmation of 40 plus characters in the game. Each character has, per se, 5 moves in their arsenal. Let's do 40 times 5. What's that? 200. And even we're still getting more characters. So that means everybody's gonna have different and weird move sets for CACs. No one's gonna have the same move set. And in a competitive setting, you have to agree on a CAC move set that everybody can enjoy. 200 plus moves so far, in theory, with customization in Jump Force. That's gonna be hard to hectic and kind of really ridiculous to try to balance and tell people you can only pick out of 5 moves out of the other 195 in theory that I'm talking about. We got way more moves like that potentially coming, but literally each main character in the game has 4 basic moves, I think a transformation, and probably an ultimate, but I'm just counting on 5 in total. So literally it's going to be hard to tell somebody, hey, for your CAC, if you're going to use this character in a tournament setting, you're going to have to use Spirit Gun, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Naruto Thunder God, Flash Fist, that move, and probably Spirit Bomb as your ultimate. Now, if you play Jump Force Closed Beta, everybody don't want to have the Spirit Bomb on it as their ultimate. I want other moves as my ultimate because they seem more reliable. You can dodge the Spirit Bomb. So literally, that's going to be a hard and impossible debate for these CACs. Another game that has this similar problem in the past was with Smash 4, and it was the Mii fighters in the game. The Mii fighters in freaking Smash Bros. Was considered broken back then, or really impossible to beat, and it got to a point to where nobody could decide the move set, so they got banned altogether. So do you guys want CACs banned altogether, or do you want to come down and sit down with like a lot of the people that wants to run tournaments or leagues for this game online? Do y'all want to sit there and do this? That's something that I would like to see happen. That would be something that I don't think will ever happen in the Jump Force community because everybody doesn't want the game to be a competitive like game, or they just want it to be fun. You know, that's the biggest concern. Nobody cares really too much within the anime gaming community that much, in my opinion, with my past experiences with the Naruto Storm games and Xenoverse. They care about it being fun. They don't want it to be nerfed to oblivion and then nobody plays the game anymore. Because you know, anime games don't necessarily really die. They move slow and they don't keep the same player base. But literally, content creators and a lot of fans in Discords across the whole world still play these games and lose. Prime example, Black Clover Quartet Knights is probably the best competitive anime game that came out this year, minus Dragon Ball FighterZ. But literally, it may not have that biggest retention or player base like the open or closed betas did. However, there are still communities and people talking about this game every day to this day. So literally, banning CACs or coming to a consensus about character creation will be the hardest point. I guess no one will ever decide, because in the anime game community, a lot of people do not understand if they want a game to be competitive like Dragon Ball FighterZ, or do they want it to just be fun and wacky like Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball you know, Raging Blast or something like that. And who's to say? Well, Yaya, what about Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Naruto Storm? They had a scene in real life. That was due to Bandai Namco's influential presence. And that goes into my second point, is that how will Bandai support this game? Will Bandai Namco support the game on a scale of where they want to have events and avenues for this game, like Dragon Ball Xenoverse at Wizard World or some other place? Will they actually push this game to have a competitive like outlook on it? Is it just made for fan service and fun? Right now, Bandai Namco has been doing a wonderful job with this game. They've been doing a lot of justice to freaking Jump Force. They've been trying, at least. I know they're not doing the best job. Like, they've been promoting like Ace Combat or Tales of Vesperia. Heck, even Dragon Ball FighterZ when it comes around. They haven't been doing the best job. But right now with Jump Force, they are trying. But how would that increase? Will it increase when the game actually releases for Jump Force? Will it just drop off? Will you see one or two tweets here and there like, go ahead and pick up Jump Force, available today? Will there be memes? Will there be giveaways? There's a whole lot of stuff that's going to happen with Jump Force that I'm really, really scared about. Now, I talked about this earlier, but I'm going to bring this into a bigger light now. My last point to why Jump Force will not have a competitive scene are because it will be potentially broken. And a lot of the moves are ridiculous. Movesets on some characters are way stronger than a lot of characters already. Prime example, everybody that played the beta, you complain about Rukia and you complain about Ichigo. Right now, those characters are arguably the strongest characters in Jump Force. Literally, Rukia's Ice Circle traps you, and you can do it over and over again, at least 2 to 3 times, I believe, ice loops, and you could just get stuck. Some of the moves are already unbalanced even from the closed beta. Not saying it won't get better, but literally in a setting to where like, hey, this character is like that, you will get bored. The anime gaming community will get really upset. I remember when I was in the Dragon Ball Xenoverse tournament, I think it was like 2016, people were pissed off that everybody was picking Goku. I'm like, in the tournament setting, you're there to play to win. Regardless of what happens, you're there to get that W. You get what I'm saying? Like, so everybody's gonna pick Goku because he's one of the best characters to play with Goku, and everybody knows how to play with Goku. And in Jump Force, if you got the best characters right now that are Rukia and Ichigo, what you're gonna see a lot in the tournament setting, and a lot of the anime gaming community gonna be like, oh, why don't he pick Gon or Ahsoka or something like that? Not saying they won't, because people will pick their favorite characters, but more prominently, anime game community just don't like seeing the same thing over and over again in a competitive like setting. So literally, they'll be upset if people pick Rukia and freaking Ichigo. You know what I'm saying? That's a big problem, because those two characters are really good. And then if there's another character that comes in that's really strong and broken, then everybody's going to be like, okay, they're going to do something about this game or make new characters in the limelight. I don't know. I do believe that Jump Force has the potential to have a little competitive scene, at least on Discord and stuff, but I don't think Jump Force will get pushed into a bigger light unless they start doing it with like Dragon Ball FighterZ tournaments or things of that nature. I don't really see it having a Jump Force competitive scene. So right now, my answer still stays, Jump Force will not have a competitive scene. The 3 reasons are CICs and created characters may potentially be too hard to balance for competitive play. Number 2, literally, how much will Bandai support this game? Will they get patches, updates? Will they actually make events for this game? Number 3 is the base roster characters. Some characters are deemed already broken or too strong, while other people feel some characters are way weaker. And it's not fun, and it's really hard to have that in a competitive setting. The balancing for Jump Force seems okay in my opinion. However, to a lot of people feel it's broken and really cheesy and really easy to get out of combos in Jump Force. So tell me how you guys feel. Do you think Jump Force will be competitive? We, as a community, we can make it our own type of competitive, but it won't be a FGC level, esports level competitive. And that's my final thoughts on that. It's your boy Avataryaya. I'll see you guys later. Comment, rate, subscribe, and peace. Squalla.